Hello Virgo, welcome to your full moon reading for November 12th. It's going to be in Taurus. This will be affecting your ninth house of expansion, travel, wisdom, higher education, things that expand your life experience. And I don't know why I'm shuffling this again. I'm just going by spirit maybe. I'm going to cut these now. Maybe needed a few more shuffles. So welcome back, subscribers. Welcome to anyone new to my channel. I do hope you find these messages helpful. Keep in mind they are general readings. They are not meant for everyone. They are for those who do need to hear a message from Spirit regarding the journey, clarity, confirmation, or forewarning. And yes, this is for Virgo moon and sun, moon, and rising. Check your other planets too, and they give you a well-rounded view if the messages resonate. Okay, 6-card spread. And this is the Enchanted Map Oracle deck by Colette Byron Reed, clarifying with the Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman, and also shuffled and meditated on you Virgos before cutting them here for you here. Alright, let's see what we have. Oops. Okay. And I don't read reversals. I don't have anything against reversals. I just believe the tarot speaks on its own upright and messages it needs to for myself, but nothing against it, just that's just not my style. So, but here we have for your recent past Virgos, we have Saturn embraced with the 9 of coins. I'm noticing this is 9 as well. Some of you've gone through some transformation. Some of you may be feeling like you have it all, but you don't have that last pentacle of love. Some of you may have lost that. Some of you may have become single again. This is a single energy. But for some of you, you may have felt like you've had to go on a journey on your own, a journey of expansion, self-awareness, as you know, they're looking at all the hard work that has paid off. So in some areas for you Virgos, there has been some financial increase, but there has been some type of emotional loss or facing some tough emotions. And this full moon, what the last full moon was for you, may have been really significant in this being your recent past energy. 9 of coins, independent, but having worked for it, having built up and seen it, but in the process there may have been some neglect to what your feelings are in some ways. So maybe to get back in touch with that. Some of you may realize that in your recent past. And so King of Cups here with the Spirit of Place. I feel for some of you this is an indication that you have found yourself rooted in a place where you feel emotional protection, safety. There's an emotional, mature, masculine energy around you, whether you're male or female, that is showing up as a dependable provider. Doesn't necessarily have to be a water sign, but this is someone who is caring, gentle, kind, understanding, compassionate. And this is you being comfortable in that space, feeling solid where you are. This is for some of you too, the energy that you are taking on is what I just described. That could be another person. So possibly you may have come to some emotional security within your own self, where you're in the spirit of place and you're feeling acceptance, self-acceptance, and self-awareness of your surroundings, and being at home wherever you are. Now travel, expansion, how you're expanding yourself from where you are, you can. That's a possibility. You can definitely grow and expand from where you are. So some of you have a comfort zone place where it is your emotional security and some type of safety net as well. I'm picking up here. Um, some of you may look into helping other people in some way. Coming to some emotional understanding about your place in life. Being a very supportive, dependable energy in your own self and for the people around you, coming from a higher power within you, working to your highest good. Some of you may have water in your chart, if this is coming up for you. So where your resistance for challenges, you have the world with unexpected visitors. So I feel like for some of you, a challenge possibly maybe unexpectedly, there's this news or recognition that you receive. Could come as a surprise. For some of you, there's some type of completion or closure that you may not be looking to see yet, or hoping doesn't catch you off guard, or some of you may be staying put in a sense of not traveling or not moving. Some of you may have changed your mind about a move, and you've decided that you're going to stay where you are because you feel the comfort, security, you feel you know your place where you are, you know your place in your society, your community. And so your expansion may be more so on an emotional level rather than a physical level at this point in time. Some of you may be deciding to stay put because you don't know, you at least know your surroundings here. And these are standing out for me for some reason with this too, number 4. But there's something here where you're very stable. So if some of you maybe were considering, there's maybe some sense of like, but all of this I built, I don't want to let it go. Some of you may have decided that. It could have been an opportunity, something. Or something where you're trying to build where you are and you're being comfortable in that. So this is kind of in a sense of you don't want to resist success, but you don't want to resist exposing yourself to unexpected energy in a place that you know nothing about. And I kind of really love this world card for this border, the way they do that in the trees. It's the colors there. But again, it's everything. It's even a higher perspective too. Some of you may have a challenge with having a higher perspective when things unexpected happen, seeing the silver lining in the clouds with things that may come in that are maybe unexpected for you. So trying something new or different may not be exactly what you want, or some kind of closure that you're not, that is a challenge for you. Total completion. Going all the way with something here. Or yeah, some. So now what we have for the unexpected help is the details with the Emperor. And so now with this, I'm really feeling like many of you will be getting into some new form of study or gaining some power in some way. Some of you will be attracting a mentor to you, or someone who can help you, or you may be in that role for someone else. But there will be a lot of clarity that you will find, and it will point you to somewhere to where you want to point your compass as far as your next area of expansion, travel, those types of things. I'm feeling like some of you will be now Emperor as well, getting, and this is an unexpected help, so it's a positive, should be a positive energy. Could be something that you're taking on, writing, something you've mastered, or something you want to share, or again, something you want to teach or pass down, or and now you have the Emperor, the King of Cups here. Someone taking a position of authority, and it definitely could be you. And as your position, some of you taking a position of authority gets you into some information. Gets you into some information that may spark your interest. Gives you some clarity about things from being in a higher place or position, or being close to someone in a higher position. Also rising in your status by, again, staying put, dealing with your emotions where you are. Accepting that healing energy where you are, whether it's your own or someone else's around you. Not yet ready to close a chapter. There's more. And you know that, and that's a challenge for you too. In the resistance. As well, I'm getting to just like something going public. Some public recognition. Maybe you don't want what that will bring. So we have Princess of Swords and Deep Freeze for your advice. And I was also kind of picking up for some of you, it will be being very careful about what you are sharing or how you are communicating, as you are protecting what is, I feel, a pride for you, a power for you. Deep freeze is something of what, again, standing still in a sense. So you have these two messages here that show that you are in the right place. You are where you are supposed to be. So if some of you just needed to hear that message and get that out of this, you are where you need to be, Virgo. You have risen in some status by staying in one place, in one area of your life, but expanding in a way of, again, like the roots. I'm kind of really getting that. I don't know if it's just the Virgo and, I'm sorry, yeah, the full moon in Taurus and the earth energy, but it's, again, that, and it's something you've been working on for a long time. It's something, if you were to close a chapter on, would possibly bring you into some unexpected things that you, or people. So it's not even about, like, the grass isn't always greener. Sometimes, again, it's where you are. And so some of you being very hesitant in the sense, and also looking into being very keen into some information, and I don't want to say it's biased, learning something new. Again, this is in that indication. Come with an open heart too. This is your heart chakra, because someone, I feel too, definitely has some things to pass down, pearls of wisdom here. So also too, this could be too, if you're in that seat of the Emperor and you're not, like, you could be in the sense of being careful of what you share, not oversharing too much. Someone around you are mentoring may not be ready to handle as much as you'd want to load onto them, or vice versa. That you would have to just be careful in your communication. Some new area that you're coming into, to be wiser to observe and hold your tongue and wait, or don't bite your tongue, while there's this gestation period going on, so the right time to maybe speak may be around, or some type of communication you may want to make, or connection you want to make, could be happening around, like, the first snowfall, or yeah, like the first snowfall, something here with this, and a communication that may connect you to something or someone that would be, it would, I just see it as kind of being a, almost in like a new adventure, but where you are again, diving deep into something, but being also as well cautious in the process, and getting into some information. So maybe taking precautions with a career, something, travel. But again, I really get it. If it's travel, it's not to move. It's travel to just go and come back or something like this. It's about the expansion. I feel like is happening in your mind and on your emotional level mostly. So then what we have for the outcome is stuck in the mud with the Five of Cups. And so the message is pretty clear. It's just like staying where you are. Now, with the Five of Cups and this stuck in the mud energy, it's like some of you may be still dealing with some old hurt in an environment, and you may feel that that stuck is a bad thing. But if you turn around, there's something valuable here that can be salvaged, or is still there if you would not be pessimistic in your attitude about your lot in life, where you have been sort of destined to be at the time you are in it. Taking a moment to stop and look around and see, maybe it's not as bad as you think it is, but sometimes it's not always about the change of scenery. It's about the change of attitude that you're possessing and you have. So coming into some emotional security now, to come out of, to kind of come down to, I guess, earth, so to speak. With this as an outcome, there may be some of you that are sticking around, or there's a situation where someone's sticking around because of a child's involvement. A child is keeping things, or someone, some details, finding some clarity about the fathering of a child could bring, for some of you, this need to look into some further detail about that. So someone being stuck with someone because of a child, I'm getting kind of a little bit of an energy with. And that may be a situation that you're disappointed with, because especially if this is resonating with you as far as like you've become a single parent recently, and you decided to rely on your faith and your love for you and yours around you to keep things afloat, keep things stabilized. You're not ready to close a chapter because you don't know what's next. You don't want to bring someone unexpected around your child. You're very protective, perhaps, too, of your family, what you have. And so then with this, finding some details, I feel like for some of you, you might need to reserve what you have to say about a situation that may come up with a paternal figure for a child, some clarity. So for some of you, the situation may not be ideal, but it may bring you into some I don't want to say it's regret, but feelings of like, okay, now I'm stuck with the situation. But you're not necessarily, even if it's physically right now, that you are deciding to stay. There's other ways that you can be expanding your mind, expanding your life, gathering strength and ideas, new literature. Some of you are going to be reading new literature, learning something new that you're going to be, that's going to have you, as I used to say, like your nose wide open for it. It's going to be something that, but there's something, I feel like it's just a matter of time. You may express your grievances about feeling this way, but I feel like if you express it, there will be someone who will be connected to you. You will be connected to no matter what, because of some other type of situation that you share. So that is your reading here, Virgo. I feel like it was a little bit all over the place, but hopefully something was at least helpful for you, clarify something for you. But if you would like a personal reading from me, that information is below. If something resonated for you, you want to talk further, definitely hit me up. So I hope you do have a great month and enjoy your holidays. Take care.